Hello, Jesse Good here, reviewing my first LEGO Prince of Persia set from 2010. Kind of a forgotten theme, but this is the quest for the Golden Dagger, which has 4 minifigures, 258 pieces, and retailed for $30 back in the day. So, the first minifigure is Destin, which the design of this is the one that's found in most of the Prince of Persia sets with some really cool torso and leg printing, and a Jake Gyllenhaal face, which if you're into LEGO Spider-Man Far From Home, that could be useful for Mysterio's face since it's the same actor. Now, this hair piece was introduced just for this character, and now it's been used so beyond that. That's an interesting fact about the Prince of Persia line. Also, this sword holder holds 2 katanas, another piece introduced for this line that's been very popular since. Once removed, there's unfortunately no back torso printing, but his alternate face is another face that could be used for Mysterio. I like how neutral it is. Next is Princess Tamina, which the design of this is the same one found in the $50 set. Love the torso and the face print. And that hair piece, just like Destin's, was made just for this character, and they've used it a lot since. So that's just a cool thing about this Prince of Persia line. If you look at her back facial printing, she does look a bit peeved there, and she does not have any back torso printing, but her cape really covers up the back of her torso. Next is Ahsoka, which the design of him has a face print that I've seen used quite a few times. It's actually a pretty useful face print. And he has this dagger here, which is a dagger of time. Now, that was a piece used just for the Prince of Persia line, but then they used it once in a Hobbit set, and it was so out of place there because it was like that piece was made and designed after a prop from Prince of Persia. Now, I like his gold breastplate. I like this new, at the time, helmet, which was introduced in this line. They don't use that too much anymore. And underneath his breastplate, he does have a nice printed torso, which is great for the setting. Now, on the back of the torso, there's some nice printing as well. Finally, we have the merchant, who has this nice chicken leg accessory and a dagger, and this head wrap in white, which is exclusive to the set in that coloring. Love that piece. I wish they used it more than just this one line. Same torso as Ahsoka, and the printing underneath you could see. He also has some nice facial printing, which I haven't seen used too much before. And this set includes one camel, which is one of 2 sets to ever include a camel piece like this, both of which are Prince of Persia sets. And also, this is the only one to have the camel in dark tan, which makes these Prince of Persia sets very sought after because it's a really cool piece. It's just one entire piece, and it works a little bit like, say, the horse pieces, where you have those open area there that you could cover up. But you can't move the neck or anything or the legs. Still just a very well-made Lego-looking camel. And for that attachment on the saddle, there's actually some crates here. One of them carries some cherries, and another one carries some gems, which you can see the variety there. But that is it for the minifigures and animals. Let's take a look at the build. So for the build of the set, there's this main market build and then some side builds to add to the scene. So that market build has that very unique design of a Persian building, and that's something I really liked about this theme. It was actually one of the first, if not the first theme to use this color here, which is the medium nougat, I believe. I'm not really good with LEGO colors, but that has since been used in so many other themes. Also, this archway piece was new for the theme, and there are some play features here and there. And, you know, for a $30 set, this actually has a good level of volume to it in this main build, which I appreciate. There's a staircase right here, which leads to this walkway, and that's where you could have Destin have a little showdown. Also, this cloth right here is just a nice detailing for the ceiling of this area underneath. And the area underneath doesn't have too much detailing to it. There's a little plant there, some columns, and some space underneath here, which one of the play features already got spoiled, and that's kind of a problem I have with this set. This play feature is very loose. For a view from the front, once again with that play feature, it works pretty well in terms of when you pull it, but I don't like how loose this axle is, because if you get any sudden movement backwards, it will instantly fall out of the required area to activate the play feature, and then your minifigure's knocked out without even you planning to knock it over. Not a big deal, but still a little bit annoying. And the interior of this building is very basic. All there is a trapdoor play feature, which if you put a minifigure on those tiles and you pull out this axle, you have a big chance of it collapsing. But also, sometimes, just like it's shown here, this trapdoor is too tight in, so it kind of has the opposite problem of the balcony play feature, and it doesn't collapse. And above the trapdoor area, there's a nice roof design here, which I like how they use these sphere pieces, which I think might have been introduced for this theme back in the day, but it also might have been games which came out around the same time, and those are in a pearl gold. For some small details I might have missed, there's some fish hanging underneath that market stall ceiling. And at the back, there's really nothing we're missing out on because this is more of a facade type build. The side builds, understandably, aren't the most interesting thing in the world. There's a butcher's table, which has a little basket of cherries attached. Over here, there's a pull-along, which has 3 apples on there. And the 2 apples stay in place in a very interesting way, just by using some 2x2 jumper tiles. And you could make a minifigure pull this along. It's a cute little side build, in my opinion. Probably my favorite of all the side builds. And then there is this little holder for the whip that you can use on the camel. And those side builds really add to the market scene of this, which I wish they were a little bit more connected, but at the end of the day, this is a $30 set, and they have a nice volume in here. But either way, that's it for the build list set. Let's take a look at the packaging and the final verdict. Now, my box for this is in storage, but I do have the instructions, and at the back, the instructions shows all of the other sets besides that one Brickmaster set. Always wanted this one and never got it. Regret not getting it. This one was always the least interesting, but as time went on, I kind of grew to appreciate it since it's a really elaborate play set. It's almost like a video game. This one is the one we're reviewing. This one's another great set for the animals included, which are the ostriches. Never got included in any other sets. And then this was a great battle pack. So they really went all out with this Prince of Persia line for a movie that kind of bombed, I think, or just didn't really meet expectations. So overall, this was a really underrated theme, and I think most of the sets are great, if not all of them, and I have a lot of them, so I hope to review more. But it was cool seeing how many pieces they made just for this theme, even though it was such an insignificant theme on the long run of LEGO. At the time, they put dedication into making new hair pieces, that camel piece, which is awesome, and even bringing that medium nougat color that people know and love nowadays. So, I hope to see more reviews of these, if I could put them back together. Just gotta look at my older collection. But what do you guys think? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.